Joining me from Pemba in Mozambique is Nicholas Finney. He is the leader of the response team of Save the Children. Thanks so much for speaking to us. It was devastating enough to see the aftermath of Cyclone Idai, and it's almost impossible to think it could get worse, but it can.
It definitely can, and I don't think anyone in the country has been prepared for a second storm like this. And Cyclone Kenneth has unleashed a devastating impact along a very remote coastline, presenting us with some really difficult access problems. And Save the Children teams have seen families and children in shock at what they've experienced with the cyclone. And now, of course, we have the flooding that's followed, which is preventing helicopters from flying, blocking roads, and can create a second disaster in itself.
And there is now the risk, of course, of spreading illness, not least cholera and, of course, malaria.
Yeah, that's right. And these are very dangerous diseases. These are killers. These are endemic diseases in the area. And we fear that with all of the standing water, especially children will be exposed to the risk of insect and waterborne diseases. So what we need to do, Save the Children and other humanitarian agencies are trying their best to get shelter materials to people, to get mosquito nets to people, to get hygiene kits to people so that they can have a clean and sanitary environment as much as is possible. These people have been exposed to the conditions now for 5 days since the cyclone landed. It's been raining. They've lost everything, and we need to just move at full strength to try to get them everything they need as soon as possible.
So what does the international community actually need to do now to get the victims shelter and keep them safe at least until this cyclone season passes?
That's right. So it's a race against time, and we don't have the resources. We were already responding to Cyclone Idai, which hit 6 weeks ago. Currently, the international appeal is 28% funded for Cyclone Idai. So we were struggling down there. We didn't have the resources. Then Cyclone Kenneth comes, and we have to divert resources to Cyclone Kenneth to try and provide some immediate assistance. So we're really struggling with resources. We really want the international community to give more to the humanitarian response for both Cyclone Idai and Cyclone Kenneth. And we try and do our work as quickly as possible to get aid to the people that need it, navigating all these logistics constraints that you can see on your screens that make life difficult, but we can do it. And we will get those people help, but it's going to be a long job. Like I said, people have lost everything in some places. We've seen villages and towns literally flattened, especially those on the coastline and on the islands. So we really need to give this the highest level of attention for the coming weeks.
Okay, Nicholas Finney, we will have to leave it there. Thank you so much for that, and best of luck from Pemba there.